great. I mean, yes, good day.
What was just kind of your initial kind of feeling going through the building and looking at everything?
I would say not even going through, just driving up.
Yeah.
I came from this angle and pulled out the phone. It's like, it's real. It's happening. We see pictures, but there's something different from seeing it in person, especially the scale. Especially on pictures, I feel like I'm a little bit taller than what actually is in real life. But it's been extraordinary. As I said in my comments, this is a vision becoming a reality, and promises that are kept, and commitment to the community and to our fans, and most importantly, our players, current players and future players. And I want this to be something that's here for generations to come, and is a testament to what we, not just as sort of team owners, but also as the city, that our commitment to what women's sports, specifically the WNBA and the Chicago Sky, are about. So there's not a lot of words. I mean, I've never done anything like this on this scale before, so it's humbling, and I feel pretty blessed to be a part of it. And
we know that the plans have been kind of ongoing, developing over the last year. What maybe of some of the newer additions that weren't necessarily in the works this time last year when we were talking to you, what are you most excited about in terms of some of those new additions?
Actually, part of that feedback was coming from our internal staff and team itself, like how are the specific sort of training rooms configured in the space and the equipment that we'll have in there. In our original plans, the courts were end to end, and so we sort of changed them to be side by side. And that actually created like almost 20 to 30% more space across the entire building. If you think about that, you just can't turn the courts in. You had to create the surface area for all of the additional space, and then from there, just created a lot more opportunity to think about the players' spaces differently. What we had, what was important to them, right? Not just what we can configure on paper and what we've seen in other facilities. We need this to be practical for the people who will be here each and every day, working out and training. I mean, all of it I'm excited about. It's hard to pinpoint one thing. The feedback from the staff and the players was critical. And that was actually probably the biggest differentiator.
What were some of the things that the players pitched today? Like, I believe they had a meeting this a few weeks ago where you got some insight from them. What are some things that they pitched to you guys that they wanted to see that you guys believe can be part of this new facility?
Well, we're actually having a meeting after this to go through that punch list, so to speak. I mean, what is feasible to be done, right, versus things that we'll have to move walls for, that will cost sort of an incremental sort of investment, but that's something that may be worth it given where we are, or are we too far along in certain things? So we have to make some accommodations in other areas. So we'll be going through that after this conversation.
Did you have a meeting like that with the players before last month?
We told them about it, and we did have sort of a general overview. It's kind of hard to conceptualize, particularly if you're not in this world, around what's possible. So we wanted to give them something to react to, in addition to just their general feeling about what they would like to have, right? And so we wanted to be in a place to have them comment on the art of the possible versus just equipping them to be better than they do.
Got time for a couple more.
Is there a concern though that if they ask for some things that you can't do because of moving walls and, like you said, changing around the plans, that there will be disappointment from them?
I think there'll be disappointment no matter what we do, one way or another. If there's anything that's been true over the last year and a half, it's like you can't please everyone, but we have the aspiration to do what's right and what's best for the goals that we have. I think what's important is less about the sort of the tactics and the actual specific things, but more about the first principles of what we're trying to accomplish. If we use those as the guideposts of what we're trying to do, if we do have to make trade-offs here and there, I think people understand it. They may not like it or want it, but they understand it because we all are bought into what the first principles are of what we're trying to do.
We'll close out with Brian in the back.
You spoke about the community relationships, and I saw that you guys have a really good partnerships. How do you see specifically this facility helping to kind of facilitate some of those relationships?
First, just to have a permanent home, right? That's just for the Sky, and the things that we do with the Sky Foundation, the different community partners that we are aligned with, that we can do that here. And it is something particularly not just when we're in season, but out of season, that this facility can be used for all of those things, for our sponsors, our partners, any particular sort of relationship we be developing over time. This is the home. We were just talking to a couple of my staff members, and when we were doing the tour, looking at the overhang. It's like, well, that's a place where we're going to be able to have, student groups come and just see the court, and we can have different groups who are playing and they can observe, but feel like they're in a VIP section that's really well done, and with food and beverage and all of that that's there and integrated. Those are the types of things that we have an elevated experience, because again, it's not just about the tactics, it's about the way that it feels while you're there. And so for our community partners, that they're part of what we're trying to, the experience we're trying to create. And this is what the facility can do.
Thanks, everyone.
Are they going to have 24/7 access?
Yes.
That's what okay.
Nadia, are you
Flames.
Nadia, are you confident that this is going to be completed by preseason next year?
I am confident that it will be done before the season.
I think I have one.
Okay. Last one.
I think the last I had read, the village is going to contribute like 32 million. Is that still in the range of your expectations?
Thank you all.
Appreciate it.
Thank you all for being here.